So it's just gone 3 o'clock UK time, and we're just about to get into the ZX VEGA. It just got delivered to us just probably within the last half hour. We've opened the box, but we want to show you what's inside. It's really exciting now to have this in our hands. It's been a few months since we've been waiting for it to come through, and we were in the very first, just over 112 I think we were on the list for the Indiegogo project. This is a combo between SMS and Retro Computers, and I say 112 was our order number, so we're pretty early in getting this. Right, I guess you're asking yourself, what's this all about? So we're going to give you a little bit of a heads up. This video is going to be showing you the hardware, the box, the packaging, and then we're going to do the usual real gameplay introduction, and probably maybe another gameplay video once we've got into the whole system. So let's get this open, take it out of its cardboard box, and as you can see it's well packaged. Just tip it out. This is the fun bits. Yep, it's kind of making its move out of there. Don't want to get too many sticky fingers on the black. I've washed my hands, I'll assure you. But equally, I want to keep it nice and fresh because this is the first 1,000. So it would have been nice to get into the 100. I'm sure there's a few of you guys out there in that 100. And we backed this from the start. So we didn't jump on the bandwagon, and we got in there early and just wanted to see what this was from the very beginning, really. Now on the back you can see how to set up your ZX Spectrum games console, all the leads, all the aspects there, and you can see in the background there's the, I'll just probably go into it in a sec, but the original box is very similar, which you kind of expect because this is a supplier that's got behind this project, and he's kind of backed it, endorsed it, and that's the Retro Computer guys doing their bit there. A few more details on the back there. The SD microcard, go into a bit more detail I guess once we get into the instructions, so that will be fun. Instructions is never really my thing. I like to box it open and go for it, but we will get into that. 1,000, that's 1,000 loaded games. Now let's just see later on what they are, but that sounds pretty impressive. Limited edition, guys, the first ever production run, which, we're pretty pleased about that. It's pretty cool. Happy to be involved there in the original crowdfunding. As I say, we got in there early. When we see a project, we want to get behind it, and yeah, this is our first hands-on of it, really. As you can see, hands-on, moving it around nicely there, box around, doing a little dance there. Let's put it on the box. Now, once we've got that down there, let's actually have a look at the unit. So you can see the Spectrum box behind there. Anyway, back into the white of the box, and this is where you get into the good stuff. So we're going to have a look now, open it up, and we've got the VEGA instructions, user instructions, Retro Computers. Now, I don't do instructions normally. What I do, basically, when I get stuck, I kind of open it up, go for it first. So have a little flick, in-game function, playing a game, traditional games, getting to know it, get to know your VEGA. Doesn't that sound nice? So we're not going to do that probably straight away. We're just going to chuck it in as usual and then figure it out when we can't do what we want to do. So let's just chuck that to one side. Now this is it. This is what we're waiting for. Okay, we have Sinclair. Look at that. That's the logo we all grew up with, many of us. And it says ZX Spectrum VEGA. It's black, it's raised, and it's Sinclair. So you can't go wrong with that. The actual plastic is almost like that mottled effect that you had on the original, and obviously, guys, less buttons. It's not a keyboard. Let's just cut to the chase. It's a games machine, so that's what we've been promised. That's what we're going to test. But it has that kind of fleshy keyboard. That's what it's all about. The colours are very similar, and you've got the Sinclair. You can see the little emblem there. So yeah, looking pretty good so far. Well packaged, tight into the box. Don't want it rattling around too much because it's going to damage it and damage the packaging. But no, it's all arrived pretty good. Postman sort of chucked it at me as usual, and yeah, it's probably bounced around in his van for a little while. But it's all nice and compact, nothing broken. Literally fresh out of the box and in pretty good nick. Let's take it out. Have a little look round it. So underneath, let's have a look now. Oh, we've got our SD card slot. Now that, as I understand it, is kind of for saving games. and you can literally upload games, which we'll get into. Retro Computers Limited, that's the guys who've brought it to us, and I believe it's SMS Electronics who actually manufactured it. That's in Nottingham in the UK, and yeah, they've done a pretty decent job from the actual hardware, from what we can see. Big long wire, so you know it's long. That's a fact, which is important, you know, because if you're laying back on your sofa, you've got to be able to sit back and play from a distance. So let's flip it around. Again, we're doing a little dance with it here, but yeah, there it is in its entirety, the Sinclair ZX VEGA, and we're going to get into some gameplay, which is the key bit what everybody's interested in. The actual unit, you know, looks handheld. It's like a controller, but it's got, you know, a little nod to the original. There's instructions. I don't know why I'm waving them in front of you because I'm probably not even going to read them, but I will if I get stuck. There it is. There's a box. There's some wires, and there's another box. So yeah, I think you've seen pretty much most of the actual thing. It's about time we kind of got into some gameplay, but hope you enjoy the little run round of the ZX Vega. There's a D-pad and a little bit more detail there, trying to zoom in so you can see some of the hardware and the build of it, and the back of it again. And yeah, there it is. Just going to take you away from it, maybe a little bit more, and show you what's next, which is games. So that will be another video coming up very shortly. I hope you enjoyed it.